I'm Christine Frizzell with a closer look at this question. Can a lawful permanent resident with a green card who has not been charged with a crime be deported? A federal judge in New York says no, at least for now. This is all centered on the case of a Columbia graduate student who helped lead pro-Palestinian protests on Columbia's campus last year and who was arrested by immigration officials over the weekend. As hundreds of protesters called for the release of Mahmoud Khalil outside a federal court in New York, a judge said he must remain in the country for now and have access to his lawyers during his detention. He is a former Columbia University graduate student arrested over the weekend for his role in leading student protests against Israel's war in Gaza last year.
The United States government has taken the position that it can arrest, detain, and seek to deport a lawful permanent resident exclusively because of his peaceful, constitutionally protected activism.
Immigration authorities told Khalil his green card had been revoked and transported him to Louisiana, where the federal government lawyers have said they want his case to be heard, or as a second option, in New Jersey. The White House insisting the Immigration and Nationality Act gives Secretary of State Marco Rubio the power to revoke green cards of anyone adversarial to U.S. foreign policy and national security.
This administration is not going to tolerate individuals having the privilege of studying in our country and then siding with pro-terrorist organizations that have killed Americans.
But Khalil's supporters say he had no connections to any terrorist group.
For decades, it has been the case that anyone who criticizes the government or the actions or the project of Israel, even Jews like me, is called anti-Semitic, simply for criticizing the actions of a state.
More than a dozen House Democrats, in a letter to Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, demanded his release, calling his arrest an attempt to criminalize political protest and a direct assault on the freedom of speech. We have heard very little information from government lawyers about what, if any, crime they plan to charge Mahmoud Khalil with, nor their reasoning for wanting the case to be moved to Louisiana. The judge in this case asking both legal teams to submit more information by the end of the week. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.